NBA sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Niners at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Now he'll tuck this and run. That is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. A quick throw completed by Purdy. Down the right sideline. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Yeah! There we go! 47.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel. When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Shotgun handoff there to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now Purdy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They'll kind of get a look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Now
Prescott able to hit his target Lamb. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they run with glue. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Prescott off play action. And it is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Prescott now from the 50. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
There we go. There we go, 47.
Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
21. Get set. 21. 18. Watch out. Here we go.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's He's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Pushing through the contact. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Throwing here, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, 1st down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
18, watch out.
Purdy tosses out wide, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from 4 yards out. And the 49ers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Prescott. He'll swing this out to Blue. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lane. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott now. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Purdy now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun. And this is caught. Jennings. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerron Jennings as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid game. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Kill!
Final play of the half. Prescott. Going to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. throwing. Prescott. Now he's going to step up. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the first. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Johnson to return it. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Grover Stewart picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
All right, here we go, 47.
Prescott. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They run here without it. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 49ers 41-yard line.
Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. Escapes the save, but he can't get away forever, and down it goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the 1st.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. Yeah, good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 5.
Here we go, 46.
He'll look to throw. He's got Mingo. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Yes!
1st and goal.
Dowdle will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Dallas.
It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it. And he gets it done.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They begin the drive with Robinson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Purdy. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Here's Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And this is 3rd down.
Third and 2. They hand it off. It's Blue. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Cowboys first down. A pickup with 2 yards.
They'll look to throw here. They'll swing this out to Blue. They'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Cowboys first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Prescott now. The back foot throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Play action now. Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Jonathan Mingo. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Outside. Yellow. Runner outside.
Robinson on a give right side. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Purdy. That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Up.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
18, watch out.
Purdy looking to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Get set, get set. 18,
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On third down, Robinson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
And that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Dak. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. To throw, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He'll try to do it himself. That's caught by Diggs. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers.
It's it. Watch out.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because you know they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it confidently.
So for the Niners, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.